A near miss against the defending national champions and a major job offer, all within the span of days. Manhattan coach Steve Masiello had it all going his way this spring, but then it all disappeared even faster. With more, here's our Michelle Yu up in the Bronx.
It was almost surreal. It almost didn't feel real. Like, are we really talking about, is this really going on? And it was so chaotic. I think everyone had the same, how could this happen?
But this did happen, and it happened shortly after Steve Masiello took Manhattan College to its first NCAA tournament in over a decade. The Jaspers lost a heartbreaker to Louisville and Masiello's mentor, Rick Pitino. But in doing so, Masiello catapulted into the national spotlight and put himself on the radar for high-profile coaching jobs. And it didn't take long. He soon got an offer to coach at South Florida, a job that would pay him over $6 million over 5 years. However, during a routine background check, everything changed. The revelation that, contrary to what his resume said, Masiello did not actually receive his college degree at the University of Kentucky. South Florida swiftly pulled the job off the table.
I remember not leaving my room literally for almost 20 days straight. I didn't leave my house. I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to hear what people, it hurt. But my intention was never to mislead or misrepresent myself at ever. It was a mistake I made at 21, 22 years old that almost cost me everything.
Masiello had to take a leave of absence, but Manhattan agreed to take him back as head coach of the Jaspers once he earned his degree over the summer. He did just that, and while it felt slightly awkward to return, it was his players that motivated him.
I don't think a piece of paper identify you as a person and as a coach, and we really ain't paying no mind to that, but it was just hurting him, and that knowing that we had to go through that problem with him, that's what hurt him more, but we was with him at the end of the day.
He has thick skin, so he still works as hard, no change, but we just try to install in the young guys the culture. We're going to be on the road, fans are going to talk about our coach, they're going to talk about us, so we just have to be mentally prepared for that.
The Jaspers' Midnight Madness ceremony this season symbolized new life for Masiello and his team, and now Masiello has a message for his critics.
Just because I didn't have a piece of paper doesn't change the man I am. It doesn't make me a better man or a worse man. It just certifies me of something I've done. But for me, I have no problem with anything I've done, and I can own it, and I can move on from it. In today's society, very few times do you get a second chance at what you love. So I'm very fortunate in that area.
Fortunate not only in basketball, but also in life, for the opportunity to begin a new chapter. In the Bronx, Michelle Yu, SNY.